What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue through our journey through Over the Hedge. In the last episode, we went through most of the Connor heist. We still have, like, the very end of actually leaving with the food. But in this episode, we're going to, again, leave with the food. But we're not going there yet. We have to change characters after all. So, let's do that now.
You've been hacked!
Okay, we have Vernon first. Well, it's actually first and second die, so I need my coin. Wherever it is I put it.
A few moments later.
There we go. Okay, heads for player 1, tails for player 2. And it landed on tails, so oh goodness, this is gonna be way longer than I thought it would take. And then Stella for player 1. I don't think Stella's been in like the first player spot ever, so we do have that to look forward to. And then we have to change Hammy over to Vern, since of course Vern's going to be second player. And now, well, actually, there we go. Now we shall head over into the heist. And by the way, this ends up being a little bit different than the last couple of escapes that we've done. It's most notable with the secondary goal that's second. We'll get to that later, though.
You're just in time. I have an urgent announcement to make. There are a couple of loose chihuahuas running around.
Don't worry, we'll watch for the dogs, Ozzy. Just get the wagon going.
Yeah, we don't really have to worry about the dogs. They don't really matter all that much. Okay, they showed up very quickly. Can we actually have one time where the, what is it? Where we can actually get the wagon with at least half health? I highly doubt that we'll be able to, but we can very well try. We've been trying throughout the entirety of this game, and I would like to have it at least once, but that's probably not going to happen. Alright, get away from the wagon, you. There we go. Alright, there is still some stuff back here, so let's get that. Oh, we can't break those chairs. Never mind. Oh, right, moles. Oh, goodness, that's really bad. Okay, so Ozzy doesn't really do anything when the moles are around. I guess they're, like, too low of a threat to actually worry about it. So, unfortunately, oh, I don't have any energy. Crap. This is bad. Vern, get over here and help me. But, the moles, Ozzy doesn't really do anything about it because I don't know why he doesn't. He faints around literally everything else, but the moles no. But the moles will still leave out bombs, and that still does damage to the wagon, so we do need to be a little bit careful about that. Oh goodness, this is not looking very good. I honestly do wish I got that energy from earlier. That would help me out so much right now. There's still some stuff over here. Let's get that quickly. There we go. Now we need to go back over to the cart. Where's the enemy? It's somewhere. He's not. He wasn't moving at all. Okay, I guess there may be an invisible wall for some reason for him. Don't know why, but there just was. Alright, and now we have Ozzy moving again. And about a third of the cart is actually gone. Okay, this is a really bad area for these stupid bombs. Because the area is super tight, so we need to make sure that we move the bombs away so that A, we don't get hit, and then the cart also doesn't get hit. But that's going to be really hard, especially if Vern knocks him towards it. Oh goodness, why are there so many enemies? Vern, oh my goodness, there's not much I can do, especially if my computer ends up being dumb and can't hit his opponent or stay with his opponent. Vern, go after the... Oh my goodness. These missions, some missions tend to be way easier with 2 players, so if you're able to, it's probably best to get 2 players, but if you're not able to, then it's whatever, of course. Oh, there's so many moles around here. Oh goodness, and we do actually have to kill them too, which kind of sucks a little bit. Because some of them will be literally right next to the cart, as you can see right here. And from what I'm noticing, these bombs actually do quite a bit of damage and a lot of knockback, as you can see. Actually, I think the bombs only do like 2 damage, which is odd. I figured they would do more. It's either 2 or 3 damage, I'm not entirely sure. But, my goodness, can one of you at least die, please? And also, of course, the moles don't get hit by the bombs, but we do, because logic.
12 seconds later.
Oh my goodness, we're actually about to die. The hitboxes in the long amount of time that the things actually stay does not help us at all. We just died. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but 2 things have come from this level. 1, my partner AI has been really dumb for basically most of this entire level. And, well, most of the level so far. And B, the enemy AI has been incredibly good for some reason because they're only aiming at the cart, which, oh my goodness, is super annoying. Okay, that's 2, but oh my goodness. The cart's already so low. There is still like another whole segment to this the level, by the way, so that's gonna be fun to try and deal with that. I mean, look at how bad the cart is damaged. Like, that's even worse than how we started out.
1 hour later.
Oh my goodness. Just now, only one has died. I like to point out that again, the moles don't drop any health, so even after you kill them, there's not really anything that you get for killing them, which kind of sucks because you have to defeat them.
Eventually.
Okay. Oh my goodness, we're finally done. That was super frustrating. Look at how much damage the cart took. Oh my goodness.
Don't tell me those shaved puppies are getting up in our business again.
Ozzy, maybe we should... anyone happen to see where Ozzy just went?
Guys, he literally went over to... Ozzy literally went in the way of a car. He didn't look at all, he just went towards the street.
It was touching but unwarranted. Human diesel technology is no match for the instincts of a possum and won't be for many decades.
Guess it was worth getting up today after all.
Ow! Good thing we didn't get the kind in cans.
Guess we just have to pick up all this again and hope no more trucks hit us in the meantime.
Ozzy, you stay with the wagon since that seems to be your forte. We'll get the food back.
Of course.
Ozzy, maybe keep out of the street till we're done this time? No offense?
No, all of the offense.
Chump. Find the food for me and I'll come pick it up. It's called symbiosis, or busy work, depending on your age range. Now that's what I call incentive. That's what I call get moving!
Okay, so for this little mini game, we have to run around and collect all the chips before the time runs out. And there is, well, actually, no, the chips I'm pretty sure are like a secondary objective. But we do have to get all the food before time runs out. And oh my goodness, the enemies are throughout here and it's very annoying. Anyways, again, we have to go around collecting all that. And I'm not going to worry about the enemies because we don't have to actually do anything about that. But I have to try and remember where all these chips are. If you don't make all the chips in like one run, then you're gonna waste a lot of time. And unfortunately, there's not exactly too much time to actually go around and get all the stuff. And again, speaking with the whole time thing, that's why I'm avoiding all the enemies in the first place. You don't really have too much time to actually like spin around trying to fight anything. And it doesn't do anything for you anyways, so might as well just run around and get all the objectives. Oh, I guess you just have to get 30 chips and 5 snacks. Never mind. Well, anyways, we are still able to get everything. So, might as well get everything. Oh, goodness. Will I be able to get everything? I'm missing a good number of chips, and I'm missing one more of these things. Oh, goodness, it's on the other side. I can't go that way. I'm going to definitely fail. This is what happens if you take an incorrect path anywhere in time. I might be able to get it. Emphasis on might. 1... They're right there. They're all right there. And I didn't get it.
3 of those bags of chips are mine, FYI. Based on what again? Flying food around works up an appetite. Yeah, you wouldn't understand. Why? Oh, right, you can't fly. Now let's mosey before the price goes up.
Yeah, just get there. Oh my goodness. If we didn't finish with the wagon at least half full, there was no way that was going to happen. And we didn't get all the chips and snacks. I would have really liked it if we were able to at least do that, but unfortunately, no, we were not able to.
Jeepers, we've been worried sick. Look!
Bonk!
Oh, he's just like a giant teddy bear with anger issues and half-eaten bats on his breath. Look, we gotta hit the amusement park while it's closed.
Amusement park? Again? Or what?
A cotton candy machine, Stella. Now come on and get your stink shot loaded.
Cotton candy, Stella. Seduce a cat, Stella. Excuse me for always missing the obvious.
You don't have to throw such a fit, but whatever. I need to... where's my phone? There it is. I need to do the thing so that we can switch characters again. Okay, well I have to roll for 5, but Hammy's going to be 3. I swear, no matter what, Hammy's never actually first player. I don't think I've actually had him at first player once. And RJ, we've had this combination before, and really any conversation with Hammy doesn't really work out all that well, but RJ has had like one specific time in the game so far where conversations with him made no sense at all, but hopefully he's not as bad in this. Oh right, I kind of forgot. Shrek Super Slam. That is an actual game, and it's actually a pretty in-depth game. Am I going to ever play it? Probably not. Not on the channel, at least. Maybe in a live stream or something like that, but anything else, no. But, just trying to look at the little objectives.
Fred, where the heck are ya? Get over here right now so I can fire you! I was thirsty. First, animals.
It's always hammy and food.
And now trash on the mini golf course. What is going on around here?
All clear. Let's hit it.
I swear, Hammy, it's always you in the food. What episode was it? I think it was 6, where I named him the Burton. Well, that was really more of like the thumbnail and the, what was it? Like the title purposes. But you might as well be the Burton now. You proved on 3 separate occasions that you and food.
Well, there's the roller coaster. What the humans go on to make themselves feel ill and frightened.
That is basically the only purpose for those, yes.
Exhausted by climbing up.
2 syllables. Cotton candy machine. Wait, maybe 3 syllables.
That's 6. So, either way, you're still wrong. Anyways, whatever. Let's just go ahead so that we can go forward and try to get this cotton candy machine. I think I remember this level for actually not being all that great. Oh goodness, this is going to be very bad very, very quickly. I can already hear a very good reason why this level's not going to be all that good. And it's those stupid barrels that has killed us once before, and I don't want it to happen again. I'm going to try and attack you as often as possible. Now, there we go. Alright, so we've handled that quite well. That was fine. We still have a good amount of the level to go though, so that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, there's a minigame here.
Look, it's our noble cheese-eating allies again. Huzzah!
You misspelled target practice.
Well, technically that's not misspelled, whatever. That one does make a little bit of sense, but at the same time it's like, eh. By the way, these guys aren't gonna appear relatively slowly at first, but later on there's gonna be more enemies throughout multiple windows, like right now. And of course, your ally is very, very slow when it comes to projectiles, so you'll basically be able to get both of them before your partner is able to even shoot off one of them. Like, just there. My goodness. Like, they have to charge it up, wait a full, like, 2 seconds, and then they'll throw it. When there's 3, then it's fine. But anything below 3, it's, you're basically doing more of the work than your partner is. And there we go. Now don't forget the hat that's inside, because it's very, very obvious that the hat's there. And nice self-promotion, Activision. Very nice. Oh goodness, don't fall off the minecart platforms, don't fall off the mountain. There's so many things that say, oh, don't fall anywhere in the game, otherwise you will instantly fail. Now, of course, we will be getting to the, minecart platforms in a bit. And my goodness, why are there so many enemies down here? I'm not gonna lie, I was going to skip these, but, like, slowdown is happening quite a bit. And that's literally the only reason I'm making sure that I defeat the amount of enemies that are here, to make sure that the game doesn't slow down and end up crashing, because I don't want that. That would be very, very bad. So we need to actually make sure that we manage the amount of enemies on screen, that way, you know, the game doesn't crash. I don't know how on earth I grabbed those bag of chips, but whatever. I'll take it, I guess. Why do I keep saying bag of chips? Maybe it's because I'm more used to eating bags of chips instead of, like, out of the cans. But even then, that doesn't make sense why I'm identifying them as, as bags of chips when they're clearly not bags. And also, throughout this level, we will be finding a good amount of coolers, and hopefully we don't forget them like we did in the... Didn't we forget them in the amusement park last time? I'm pretty sure we did. That, or... Was it the amusement park where we forgot a cooler? Because I'm pretty sure it was the amusement park. I'm pretty sure it was, if I remember correctly. Well, this is pretty easy to actually, you know, deal with. You just run up, well, not run up because there's TNT here, but do that. Boom. Instantly, they're done. You don't have to do anything else there. I don't know why they made such a big deal about having to get rid of that. Yeah, there's too many enemies on screen. I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna go back and kill some. Alright, so, okay, you jumped down very quickly. So now to deal with you. Let's just hopefully be able to get him in the corner. Now, if my partner attacks at just the right times, then we'll be able to stun lock them to death unless Hammy starts running downwards for some reason. But if they're not able to, then we will just get hit immediately, and we can basically just immediately start it back up. But as long as we're not in the corner, we'll be fine.
Usually there's a switch for the gate around here somewhere.
I have a better and more destructive idea.
And that was still pretty vague. I mean, there's not really much that you can do with it aside from just hit it, which I completely accidentally did. But yeah, there's not really much else that you can do aside from just hit it, and you know, that's really it. Alright, so with the gate open, let's head up and into a brand new area that looks basically kind of the same as basically everything else we've been through so far. This cooler is really difficult to see, apparently. Thankfully, it was glowing nice and blue for us so that we can easily detect it. Oh, 2 badgers. Okay, that's really bad. Let's see what we can do here. I need to try and aim at the TNT. It's not going to let me, though. That's fun. Come on. I want to aim at the TNT. Okay, that's actually kind of an issue with the auto-aiming in this game. You don't really have too much of free reign over what you can actually do. So, yeah, unfortunately, if it automatically locks onto something, you can move off of it, but it takes a decent amount of time before you're able to actually do that. Then I wanted to aim at that TNT the entire time there, and I just couldn't. Okay, both of them are dead, and I accidentally rebounded that in order to hit the TNT somehow. I'm amazing. Honestly, though, the TNT doesn't even matter at this point, so it's not like I actually need to take care of it. I do need to take care of that, though, so let's head down here. Does it actually hit it? No, it does not. Okay, that's bad. Knock it back. Just keep knocking it back. Yes, Hammy hit it. Why does Hammy keep running downward? I don't understand why he keeps doing that. That's something that he's consistently doing like throughout the level, and I don't understand why. There's another barrel here. That's... ah, goodness. By the way, I'd just like to point out this level has been rather, not really laggy, but stuttery, mainly because I guess this is like one of the biggest areas in the game, and considering that, I now imagine that the boss fight that's going to happen later is actually going to take way longer. Well, not really way longer. It's going to be way worse than I thought it would be, but hopefully not. I can only hope. There's not really much I can do if that actually does end up happening, so let's hope for the best. Oh goodness, there's so many of these stupid things here, and I can't aim anywhere else because, thank you, lock-on system in this game. You both helped me and hurt me at the same time. Thankfully, we didn't have to take too much time to actually try and defeat that, though. Knock it into that, I guess? Maybe? Well, actually, this might actually work out perfectly because it's not moving around that. Because these things actually don't move anywhere else aside from, like, where RJ or I guess the actual people are, so that works out extremely well because they only move in a straight line. I'm just trying to make sure I look out for that extra... No, there's a cooler. That was exactly what I was talking about. I wanted to make sure I looked out for that because I didn't want to miss one again. There we go. I probably should have opened that later, that way I could actually use that for health, but whatever. It's not like defeating the rabbits have actually given us that much trouble before, so it's fine. And again, defeating them doesn't really have too much trouble if you're able to stun lock them, which is what I'm doing now, so yay. Also, I love how there's like supposed to be, well, no, not supposed to. There is like other levels to this area, but we're literally just on the lower one, and more specifically in this lower right corner, just fighting it out there. Like, to be honest, there's not really any other reason to not fight where you are, especially when the enemies actually do come over to you, so might as well just fight in the corner. Oh my goodness, they're all just here. Aside from one, apparently. Literally the only rabbit that we fought, like, anywhere that's not in the bottom right. And even then, we still didn't fight on the platforms. I do see some stuff up here, so let me actually go up here and make sure that there's nothing extra in here. That completely went through the wall. Okay. Thanks, game. And now we have a new gun in the game, and it's the bubble gun. Of course, it has 10 shots. Basically, anything that's not the regular ping pong ball launcher has anything more than 10 shots. So, as you can see, it shoots gas. That's really it. I don't think there's really any form of, like, benefit for actually using it, but it's whatever. Oh my goodness, I'm getting knocked so far away. Just beat the badger. There we go. And then we'll worry about the beehive, because they're being really annoying. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, there's a vulture here. I'm assuming that he has chips. Let's hope that he has chips. If not, then, whoops. Nope, he has nothing but soda. Aw, I was hoping that would do damage, and I also definitely just completely clipped through that safe. Well, that totally didn't black out. There's so many glitchy things in this level. Also, thank you, Arrow, telling us very, very specifically where to go. Well, I guess it's kind of warranted here because you're not really used to ever going upward instead of just, like, left or right. So, I'll give it that. I'll give this one that. Okay, you can also fall off here. Good to know. And he's also knocking me off a lot, which is very, very annoying. Yeah, the badgers have a lot of knockback on them, so if you're aiming towards a cliff, you're basically gonna go off. Like a good 9 out of the 10 times that he hits you. Is there not a thing here? There we go.
This thing's way too heavy to push.
There's maybe a switch that activates it.
That is a pretty good logic. Not speaking like Hammy now. Okay, so this is the actual area where we're supposed to be very, very careful, because if we fall, oh goodness. By the way, thank you, game, for only just teaching us this now. I've also talked about this jump before, like in previous episodes, so I don't know why the game's only just now teaching us this. We're like in the final arc of the game, by the way, so again, for it to be teaching us this now, it's kind of late to be teaching us this.
Physics. Now let's hurry up. We're almost to the roller coaster.
Yes, we are almost indeed over to the roller coaster, and we should be good because that was basically the platforming. Yeah, that was actually really easy. I don't know how I made that look so easy. Oh my, whatever, I'll just do that. I'll take this stupid slowdown. We're right in front of the exit too. Come on, keep going. There we go.
What do you mean? You saw an animal on the golf course. Those words could mean just about anything, Sonny my bumps.
Sonny my bumps. I've never heard that expression before in my life, and I don't want to hear it again.
Berman. Con, son, jiggly fat gelatandrius.
Duck.
Ducking would not have done anything there, considering the fact that he was aiming straight downward.
I would have gotten away with brooming him too, if it wasn't for you meddling roller coasters.
What a maroon.
So, Scooby-Doo reference out of nowhere? Yeah, it's just a random Scooby-Doo reference. Don't understand why, but there you go. Man, there's sometimes where I feel like there should be an introduction to some of these, but there just isn't. But anyways, next episode we're going to be, well, actually I should probably head back to the woods. But anyways, next episode we're actually going to be going throughout, you know, the actual roller coaster tracks, and also Vincent's here. I don't think I mentioned that the last time we were here, but yeah, Vincent's actually here now. But again, next episode we're going to be going into the roller coaster tracks, but until next video, take care.